Wait, and take a careful look at your home temple. Is everything kept there really supposed to be there? You may have placed certain things in your temple with complete faith and devotion, but according to some Hindu traditions, a few things are traditionally advised to be kept away from the main worship space. And the surprising part is, some of these things are so common that you may already have them in your temple. You may have been keeping them there for years, without ever knowing about the beliefs associated with them. Today, we are going to reveal 5 such things. And whatever you do, don't skip the 5th one. Because the last one is so simple and ordinary that you may never have thought twice about it. So, let's begin. Number 1. The oil lamp. The oil lamp we light during worship is much more than just a source of light. In Indian tradition, its flame is associated with moving from darkness toward light. That is why lighting an oil lamp during worship has been a tradition for generations. It may be small, but even a tiny flame can completely change the atmosphere of a worship space. And what matters most is not its size, but the faith and devotion behind lighting it. Number 2. The swastika symbol. Now, the second one is something you have probably seen many times. The swastika symbol. You may have seen it on a new house, a shop, during weddings, or before an auspicious ceremony. In Hindu traditions, the swastika is commonly associated with auspiciousness, prosperity, and good fortune. That is why many families place or draw it near their worship space. For many people, it is one of the first symbols used when beginning something new. But now, things get a little more interesting. Number 3. Multiple Ganesha idols. Lord Ganesha is traditionally worshipped as the remover of obstacles. That is why a Ganesha idol can be found in countless Hindu homes. But here is something many people may not know. Some traditional beliefs advise people to be mindful of the number and arrangement of Ganesha idols in the home temple. Some people place several similar idols together without giving it much thought. But certain traditions emphasize keeping the worship space simple, clean, and organized. Because a temple is not meant to feel crowded. It is meant to create peace, focus, and devotion. Number 4. Photographs of ancestors. Now comes the one that may surprise you the most. Keeping a photograph of a loved one who has passed away is a natural way of remembering and honoring them. But in several Hindu traditions, photographs of deceased family members or ancestors are traditionally advised to be kept separate from the main deity area. This does not mean that ancestors should be respected any less. The belief is simply that the space for worshipping deities and the space for remembering ancestors should be kept separate, so such photographs can be placed respectfully somewhere else in the home. And now, we have reached number 5. This one is incredibly simple. So simple that you may have never even considered it important. Broken rice. Yes, broken rice. It sounds like such a small detail. But in some traditional Hindu worship practices, whole and unbroken rice grains are considered more appropriate for offerings. That is why many people prefer to use whole rice grains during worship. So, the next time you prepare your offering plate, take a second look at the rice. It may seem insignificant, but traditional worship practices often place importance on even the smallest details. Before we finish, there is one important thing to remember. These are traditional religious beliefs, not something to be afraid of. Different families, regions, and Hindu traditions may follow different customs. So, if your family follows a different practice, there is no reason to panic. What matters most is that your home temple is clean, peaceful, organized, and maintained with devotion. Because ultimately, worship is not only about what we place in front of God. It is also about the faith and intention we carry in our hearts. Now tell us in the comments, which of these 5 things did you learn about for the first time today? And did you find any of them in your own home temple? If you found this information interesting, like the video, share it with your family, and subscribe for more fascinating stories about Hindu traditions, beliefs, and practices.